Hey boys and girls, this is Mrs. Andrews, and today we're going to talk about quotation marks in dialogue. Dialogue is speaking between characters, between two or more characters in a story. When you use dialogue, you have to use special punctuation called quotation marks. So today we're going to practice putting quotation marks in for our dialogue in our stories. Now, when you have dialogue, part of that sentence is called the tag. The tag is the part of the sentence that tells you who is speaking. For instance, said Michael, replied Eric. Those are called tags. And when you're writing a sentence with dialogue, the tag can come at the end of the sentence, it can come in the beginning of the sentence, or it can even come in the middle of the sentence. So we're going to do 3 examples today, and I'm going to show you how to do the punctuation for that. So our first sentence that we're going to write has the tag coming at the end of the sentence. So we learn who is talking at the end of the sentence. So our sentence that we're writing first is quotations can be tricky, remarked John. Now, here's our sentence. Quotations can be tricky, remarked John. Well, our tag in our sentence is remarked John. This tells me who is talking. Who is talking? John. And this is our tag. Okay, now I can go in, now that I've identified my tag, I can go in and add my quotation marks and other punctuation. Now, I put my quotation marks only around what John actually said. And what did he actually say? Quotations can be tricky. He did not say, remarked John. So I'm going to put my quotation marks at the beginning and at the end of what he said. Now, when we are writing a sentence and our tag is at the end, tricky is not the last word in the sentence. So I do not put my ending punctuation here. I'm going to put a comma. And if you notice, my comma is going to come before the ending quotation marks. Okay? It's comma, quotation marks. Then, remarked John. That is the end of my sentence. And I'm looking at remarked. This tells me he's not really excited about it. He's not asking me a question. He's just making a statement. So I'm going to put a period at the end of the sentence. Okay? Now, if the tag comes at the beginning of the sentence, your punctuation is going to be just a little different. So if I'm learning who is talking at the beginning, let's watch. If it said, John commented, quotations can be tricky. Okay? First, I'm going to identify my tag. My tag is John commented. Okay? There's my tag. Now I can go back in and I can add my quotation marks. Remember, the quotation marks go around only what the person is saying. Well, John's saying quotation marks can be tricky. Okay? Well, when you have the tag in the beginning and the tag in the end, you're going to put a comma right after that tag because it's telling me, okay, here comes what he's saying. John commented, comma, quotations can be tricky. Well, tricky, that's the end of my sentence. So I'm going to go back to my tag. John just commented. He's not exclaiming anything. He's not asking a question. He's making a statement. So I'm going to put a period. Notice I'm putting my period before the quotation mark. Okay? The quotation marks always come on the outside of other punctuation. Now, here's an example of our tag coming in the middle. That means we learn who is talking in the middle of the conversation. So, quotations can be tricky, John stated. But I think I have them figured out now. Sandra's almost running out of room there. So now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go identify my tag. My tag is John stated. Okay, John stated. So now, what did John say? Well, John said quotations can be tricky. So I'm going to put quotation marks around what he said. He also said, but I think I have them figured out now. There's my quotations. I'm not done. I still need to go in and add my commas and my ending punctuation mark. Well, when you have a tag in the middle, I'm going to put a comma after the last word that he said in the first statement. Quotations can be tricky, comma, John stated, comma, but I think I have them figured out now. Okay? So the comma is going to come after the tag here and here. Now, the end of my sentence is, I have them figured out now. Well, he's just stating it. He's not excited about it. He's not asking a question. So I'm going to put a period at the end. There you go. And that's how you use commas or use quotation marks and commas and periods in dialogue. Tune into the next video and I'm going to give you an example of how to write some sentences on your own. Bye.